Anyone can find a grammar mistake. Anyone can find a grammar mistake. Do you see?
There's no period.
There's no period at the end. How did you see that? Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to give you another one. There's a missing colon. Where am I going to put a colon? But first, before we put a colon, we know that a colon signifies that there is about to be a what? List. Colon list. Say it. Colon list. So where does the list begin? Where do I need to put a colon?
The after lines.
Yes. Who said that? The new kid. He's been here exactly 7 minutes and already shining. Thank you so much. Okay.
It's been 5 minutes.
He's been here 5 minutes and he's already outshining you. And you're okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. Some U.S. cities share their names across state lines because here are the cities. But you know what? I messed up and I don't want the new student to think that I don't know what I'm doing. So really, the colon should be exactly right there. You agree? Okay. Now, St. Louis, Missouri, and Illinois. Did you know that you could use a comma to separate items in the series, right? Like Missouri and Illinois, right? But what if I need to separate St. Louis from Kansas City? How am I going to separate it? Am I going to use a comma?
No.
Why? Why am I not going to use a comma? I separated these two. Well, could I separate these cities with a comma? You think so? You don't think so? You know why I'm not going to use a comma? Because I've already used a comma, and to use a comma again would make it be what? I've already used a comma. So if I use a comma again, it's going to seem a little confusing. Do you agree? Mm-hmm. So, Semicolon said, hey, what about me? You can use me to separate items in the series when you've already used commas, because I'll stand out. So look, St. Louis, Missouri, and Illinois, I'm going to put a semicolon here because I'm going to separate St. Louis from what? Kansas City. Do you understand? So now, tell me where I need to put all the semicolons.
Augusta, New York.
Okay, after what?
Augusta, New York.
After Augusta, what are you talking about? Where do I need a semicolon? Here's one right here. Where's the next one going to go?
After the other parentheses.
After other parentheses. So we're going to put the semicolon. Where's the next one going to go? After Georgia and South Carolina. Do you agree? And the next one. After New York and New Jersey. And where's the next one?
After Memphis.
After the Memphis, right here. That's semicolon. The next semicolon is going to go where?
After Bristol.
After Bristol. And the next one after?
Union City.
After Union City. And the next one is going to go after what?
Texahoma.
Texahoma. And one more. After Texarkana. So, semicolon came in and saved the day. Do you agree? Because we already had way too many commas, and we put the semicolons. That lets us know that we're separating these different cities. Do you agree? Yeah. Now, that was the grammar part of the lesson. Now, but you know, Miss James, I had to add another subject in. Let's talk about geography. Did you know that there were this many cities that shared the same name with other states? You knew about them? You knew all of these. Not all of them. Not all of them. I agree. I didn't know all of them. I knew some of them. I'm definitely familiar with Kansas City and St. Louis and Augusta. But there's one city up here that may surprise some people. Which one do you think it is that may surprise some people? It has to do with the Super Bowl, I think.
New Orleans.
Well, New Orleans is not up here. That's where the Super Bowl will be. That is correct. So, this is one that a lot of people, Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri. What city is the Chiefs located?
Should be in Kansas City, Missouri.
In Kansas City what?
Missouri.
In Kansas City, Missouri. Look at the new kid. Already shining again. But I thought that, now what's the name of the team with the Chiefs? What's the official name?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs. So, you thought it was in Kansas, right? How many people, tell the truth, how many people thought the Kansas City Chiefs was in Kansas? Raise your hand. That you're being honest? You knew it was in Missouri? Did you know it was in Missouri or you didn't care? You didn't care.
I knew it was in Missouri.
You knew it was in Missouri? I didn't know it was in Missouri. But guess what? I don't even know anything about football, right? So, Kansas City, Kansas is not the home of who?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
The Kansas City Chiefs. The home of the Kansas City Chiefs is in where? Missouri. So do we learn a lot of things just in the last 3 minutes? What's one thing we learned? What's one thing we learned?
How to use semicolon.
How to use semicolons in a different way other than separate sems. Okay. And what's another thing we learned? Somebody besides the new kid. Go on. What else? What's the second thing we learned?
About the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, we learned about the Kansas City Chiefs is not actually in Kansas City, Kansas. And we also learned that there are a lot of cities that are in 2 different states. Some of them share state lines and some of them don't. You agree? So when I say, did you learn something new? What are you going to say?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Good job. Okay. So got that.